Tomorrow morning, if you were to go out to buy a new iPhone, do you know how many choices you would have in carriers? 44. 44. But in 1970, the entire telecommunications industry equaled one company, AT&T. And that was the year that Dick Martin joined Western Electric, a subsidiary of Ma Bell. And that began his journey into his great company, into business, into our profession, and into the world of ethical decision making. Because you think about the decisions that you should make, the decisions you should not make when you're part of a company that has such awesome market power as AT&T did. Now, long before I met Dick in the 90s, our paths crossed as corporations. On January 8th, 1982, at the very beginning of the Reagan administration, the Justice Department concluded its 8-year antitrust suit against the Bell system by breaking it up into 7 regional companies, which we remember as the Baby Bells. 24 hours later, the Justice Department settled, or rather dropped, its 7-year suit against IBM and kept our company together. Now, from that decision for AT&T, it became a very different company in a very different industry, and you can imagine the decisions and choices that AT&T was forced to make, and Dick was there helping them make that. The remaining parts of Ma Bell, which we knew then as AT&T, it's not the AT&T of today, became AT&T Communications, primarily in long distance. Bell Laboratories became AT&T Laboratories, and something I didn't know, Dick, till I looked it up, AT&T Alascom, because the Justice Department allowed AT&T to retain its Alaska business unit very generously. In 1996, AT&T spun off NCR and Lucent, and that was part of an elimination of 40,000 jobs and more difficult decisions to be made. As the new millennium began, Dick helped his company navigate through the market declines in 2000, the telecommunications industry collapse in 2001, the illicit behavior of competitors in that same period, and Dick helped AT&T to behave correctly and ethically through all of that. We met in 1998, Dick, I don't know if you remember this, but AT&T rather generously bought our IBM Global Network in that year, and I met him, and it was quite a joy comparing notes about how to position that transaction. But you get the point here that we celebrate and honor Dick tonight, not because of his longevity with a great corporation, but because of what that corporation experienced through corporate life, a journey of choices that were not forced but were made. Today, or rather since his retirement as Executive Vice President of Public Relations at AT&T, where others might be on the beach or playing golf, Dick's been at the keyboard, sharing wisdom and caution with future leaders of our profession. And if you read his books, the silver thread is not AT&T, the silver thread is not public relations, the silver thread is ethics. And what our profession stands for. This is from his book, Tough Calls. He says, the practice of public relations is not defined solely by media relations, but that's what every CEO I've known has focused on, almost to the exclusion of other functions such as employee communications and community relations. One of my predecessors even defined the job as, quote, making it possible for the CEO to read the Wall Street Journal in the morning without getting heartburn. Can you imagine? Yeah, me too. This is also from Tough Calls. As in any relationship, image and buzz can be powerfully intoxicating pheromones, but they can also make at least one of the parties feel cheap and used the morning after. Public relations is not about polishing an image or creating buzz. It's about building a long-term relationship between an institution and its stakeholders. For this and so many other reasons, Dick Martin is an ideal person to be honored tonight with the 2017 Larry Foster Award for Integrity in Public Communications. And let's watch this video.